Alright, what's going on, people? This is C-Force US JC3, about to bring you our second team commentary / introduction video. This one was played on Nuketown, one of my favorite game types actually, Domination. You may have or may not have already seen my good buddy and teammate C-Force US Fate's introduction video. If you haven't, I encourage you to go check it out. Unfortunately, it's not on the official team YouTube channel yet, so I'll post a link to his channel or the link to the video in the description below. But basically, we just wanted to introduce a few more members of C-Force, just equally important as those whom you may have already met. I just wanted to get the big portion of my gameplay out of the way real quick, seeing as though I'm the one doing this vid, so that way I can get right into discussion about the rest of my teammates. Okay, first up we have C-Force US Bexy, or Bex as we call him. Clearly Bex has skills on his sticks, but the thing with Bex that puts him over the top and makes him a good player is his tactical awareness and how he plays each map. Very strategic, which in this Pro League, Call of Duty alone even, you're going to need a lot of. We're happy to have him over here at C-Force playing under us, and we know that we're very lucky to have him. This right here is C-Force US Wolf. Wolf is a good buddy of mine. He's been my right-hand man ever since I joined C-Force about a year and a half ago. He's a gunslinger just like me. Very social, definitely one of the top players at C-Force. While we are good friends, we definitely like to challenge each other and put the other on the spot a lot, I would say. Always trying to outdo the other. We're some of the youngest members of C-Force currently. We pretty much like to give each other an earful, but we do it, you know, to make each other better in the end, which overall as a whole is one of the main things this team is about, making each other better, not just ourselves, but, you know, whatever we can do to benefit the team. Next up we got C-Force US Meow. Meow's been with C-Force for a while now, a little more than 2.5 years. A great overall player. She handles a lot of important things in C-Force. Unfortunately, a lot of that stuff is disclosed, and as much as I would like to share with you guys, I can't, not just because I've been sworn to secrecy, but I really don't know a lot of that stuff. She handles myself. But if it came down to a 2v2 and search and destroy on defense, I would feel relieved knowing she's got my back, especially since I hate search and I'm inconsistent at it, which is why if you're subscribed to my channel, you'll notice I never have any S&D footage and don't plan on ever having any. If I do, you know, it's got to be something amazing. As you might have seen in another video or somewhere on YouTube even, this is C-Force US 1A. We know him as Tony Grano. He's the owner of C-Force, and if it wasn't for him, well, there would be no point in this video, and we wouldn't be anywhere close to the track that we're on now, truthfully. Tony's getting better as a player, I'll give him that. You can't really blame him. I mean, he constantly has a lot on his plate anyway, so he never really has the time to develop his skills as much as I'm sure he would like to. Tony actually was the one that recruited me, ironically enough. He happens to be the owner, and he's trusted me with a few things. One, to make this video, but two, also to do some recruiting of my own, whether that's, you know, whether I succeed or fail. Just some final thoughts on him. Honestly, I've never seen or met an owner that has as close of a communication and or bond with his team or business than this guy right here. End of story. Alright, up next we got, last but not least actually, we have C-Force US Fear. He's the owner of C-Force, and if it wasn't for him, well, there would be no point in this video. Additions to C-Force. Came over with a clan called True. We're happy to have them all join C-Force, honestly. All very skilled players, especially this guy. He speaks his mind, knows how to get his team moving in the right direction. It's funny because I'm sure they'll have something to say about this video once we're done. Something like, oh, I didn't catch his good side, or we switched his gameplay at such a sucky time. Before I started working on the video, actually, he told me I better make sure that I get some good footage or use a good game, where he actually did pretty well, because he wasn't letting me put this on YouTube if he didn't have at least a few kills in the video, or did that well in the end. But that's Fear for you, to be honest. I mean, this is just a few more of our members of, you know, a very strong team. Like I said, I've been in C-Force for a little over a year now, and I'm still one of the newer members, which just goes to show how long a lot of these players have been together, pretty much. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Fate in his intro video made a comment about how we're not a clan but a family. And, you know, at the time I was thinking to myself, well God, like, you know, video game family, that's really corny or whatever. But then I got to thinking about it. Everyone knows each other or is connected in one way or another. It's not like other massive teams or clans where, oh, this guy is part of the team, but no one's ever played with him. It's kind of like a family tree over here at C-Force. Everyone's tied together in some way or another. I know this saying's become a really cliche, but of course we butt heads and have our share of arguments, just like any other team. Especially, you know, about this time of the year, as we're getting ready to transition into another Pro League season. A lot of the stress, there's been a lot of stress and conflicts, obviously. But at the end of the day, we're still a unified team. When one of us, you know, me or C-Force US Fate, get more info on the Pro League and where it will be televised and all that, we'll be sure to make a video and inform you guys. But that's pretty much all I had for you. I mean, I don't know what else to really say. But I actually was recording this around the time of E3. It just ended yesterday, I believe. The day before yesterday, whatever. Mass Effect was a big game that was talked about at E3. Mass Effect 3, that is. So I'm gonna let it ride out, and I'm gonna play a little bit of a goofy song, but I'm sure a lot of you Mass Effect fans can pick up on it, or, you know, those true Mass Effect fans that have actually, you know, followed the entire, like, you know, game trilogy and everything. You'll know what this song comes from. It's a little goofy though, but alright, I'll catch you guys later.
To the pillars of a sorry grace. There are battle womatarians lacking in humility. Turians are bragging about their rich inflexibility. The clutter of the city spreads to the lowliest stars. But no matter what scars you bear, whatever uniform you wear, you can fight like a Krogan, run like a leopard, but you never be better. The Commander Shepard.